Today, I'll be showing some leaks for the episode 67 part 2 update in Toilet Tower Defense. So episode 67 part 2 actually came out 4 days ago and part 1 was 11 days ago. Our part 1 update was like an entire week after it came out. So part 2 is gonna be a little sooner. I'll get to when we plan to update later in the video, but let's take a look at what is new. So first off, the scientist is a little different because he has a new weapon. But since it was just a little different, we're not adding a scientist toilet version 2, at least yet. One of the really big things was this new toilet, the G-Man toilet. He now looks a lot different, and this is gonna be the boss toilet 4.0. Let me know in the comments who you think is stronger, this guy or the scientist toilet. But as you can see, he has lasers, actually a lot of lasers. He even has lasers on his glasses. But as you can see, the upgraded Titan Cameraman kinda died. So because of that, we'll be deleting the Titan Cameraman from everyone's inventory. I'm just kidding, we wouldn't do that. But there weren't many new characters in this episode. Pretty much the only completely new thing was version of the G-Man toilet. So of course we're going to be adding the boss toilet 4.0. Here's what it looks like. We made him have 4 lasers and there is one bigger laser in the middle. So this laser is going to do the most damage, and well, actually he has 6 lasers if you count the 2 on his glasses, but those are really small. They're still going to be able to stun, but not for that long. So the boss toilet version 2 stuns for the least amount of time and with only 2 lasers. When he gets near your guys, he just stuns the 2 closest to the range, and they get unstunned pretty fast. But version 3 stuns the 6 closest to its range, and if there are less than 6, he usually doesn't attack that often. But when he gets in the middle of these guys, oh, he only stunned 2. Maybe he just isn't feeling like it today, but he's supposed to stun the 6 closest to the range. Anyways, this new boss toilet 4.0 has 6 lasers. 2 of them are going to be as strong as the boss toilet 2.0's, so a little weaker than the 3.0's 6 lasers, but then it's going to have that middle laser, which is going to be a bit stronger than the 3.0's laser, kind of making it a bit harder, but of course it's going to have more health. And we are adding one new unit in this update. It is the brown suit Cameraman. This is only going to be a rare. This is the one that was trying to run after the TV woman, but then she kind of just disappeared and then he was sad. But I wasn't too sure what we could make him do. It'd be kind of funny if you place him around like the TV woman if he like gives her a boost or something, but that'd be a very specific thing for a unit to do. So instead, he's just gonna be like the Cameraman, but a little stronger, because it doesn't look like he has any advantage in the show, but he stands out from the other cameramen because most of the cameramen have black suits. But if you look at the Cameraman, he only starts out with 1 gun, and when you upgrade him, he still has 1 gun. He only does 250 DPS maxed out and isn't really that good. I mean, maybe if you're playing easy mode, he's better than Speaker Man, but still. Now here is what the brown suit Cameraman is gonna look like, and the cool thing about him is he actually has 2 guns, as you can see in this picture. So well, I'm pretty sure he just starts out with 1 gun, and then when you upgrade him, he gets the 2nd gun, but then whenever you upgrade him, that means he'll attack even faster, and he's basically just a better version of the Cameraman, because if you think about it, okay, the large Cameraman's also a better version of the Cameraman, but the main thing about the large Cameraman is he's a bit different in 2 ways. He shoots a lot faster and has a lot more range, but he has like an entirely different gun and a different head and looks a bit different. So brown suit Cameraman is basically just gonna be that link like in between as the rare, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, there aren't any rare cameramen, just a TV man, monster speaker man, and speaker helicopter. There aren't many rares, uncommons, and commons in the game, so we should add a few more to those tiers every now and then. And I do have good news. I have some pretty good ideas for the next diamond crate, because I have an idea for a whole new type of unit we don't have yet, but that will be probably in a few updates. Anyways, just 1 new toilet and 1 new unit that is only a rare isn't really that much for an update. So besides those things, we're doing some things that we should have done a long time ago. So if you have noticed, the inventory system gets a little laggy after you get a few hundred things, and unlike almost every other game that you can open things and have an inventory, we do not have a limit in the inventory, which is not only causing lag on the server side for people that have an insane amount of stuff, because it has to load everything when they join a game, so that's why some lobbies are a bit laggy, but also if you're the player that has a ton of stuff, you're gonna be pretty laggy when loading. thing. So not only do we not have a limit, but the way the inventory is right now is pretty inefficient. So my scripter is actually re-scripting the inventory system to not only make it less laggy, but we're finally gonna have a limit for how many things you can hold in your inventory. Now, if you've been to the trading plaza, one of the reasons why the trading plaza is so laggy is probably because of the people there that have like thousands and thousands of things in their inventory. So if you're worried about how much the inventory limit is gonna be, it is gonna be 1,000, which is pretty high, but that should stop some lag, hopefully. And if you're worried that 1,000 isn't enough, then I guess kind of just trade up. There are some pretty expensive things that no one can collect 1,000 of. Like, you could have pretty much like 5 of every unit maybe, and a few hundred mythics, and your inventory still wouldn't be full. Like, 1,000 units is kind of a lot, but let me know what you think in the comments about if that's enough, and if we should add some sort of like vault system where you can store your units or something like that. Like, I have a really good idea for a vault system where it maybe like showed your units and they like stack, so it says like, if I don't know, if you put like 10 of a unit in there, it will say times 10 on it. But because some units can be signed, we don't want to erase that data, so maybe after you click the unit, then it would give you a list of all yours, and then the unsigned ones would say unassigned, and then you could take it out of the vault by clicking that list and then like clicking which one specifically you want to take out. But that'd be a really hard system to implement because we don't want people to lose stuff, and also we don't want stuff to be duplicated. And a lot of games do have a vault system or like some sort of bank or storage, but there have been multiple games that after they add that, people were able to duplicate stuff with it, and then people lose stuff from their inventory. So we would have to like make sure 100% that there are no issues with it before adding it. But that will be something in the near future, depending on how this storage update works out. Then there's another really big change that a lot of people have wanted. So if you go over to summon units, the rarest thing, if you have all possible luck things on, is 0.4%, meaning you'll have to open a lot and sell a lot of your stuff from your inventory. So that is why we originally added, okay, originally whenever you press sell, you could only click one unit and then you'd have to click it again, sell, and then yes. But that's why we added multi-sell, so then you can press anything, and then that was something people were asking for a lot in the beginning. But now, since we have mythics, with how much you have to sell, it would be a lot more convenient if you could just auto sell, which is why we're adding auto sell on the right side, because there's buy coins on the left side, auto sell on the right. We'll make it like perfectly symmetrical, and also the new coins thing at the bottom covers up the G on resetting, which I don't really like, so I also made this menu a little bit smaller so that it doesn't like collide with the stuff on the bottom. But yeah, we're gonna have auto sell, and it's not gonna be a game pass or anything. It's just gonna be completely free. Like, you go over to it, you click on the rarity thing that you want to sell, and then boom. So whenever you summon, it will automatically sell the stuff of the tiers that you selected. So basically, besides the new toilet and unit, there are a couple new features that we should have added a while ago, and there's a little bit more, but you guys will see when the update comes out. So as always, subscribe with the notifications on and like the video. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.